Hey, what's wrong with you, man? You ain't subscribed yet? IUIC Atlanta Burning 2.0. What you waiting on? Get it done. Do it now.
Hey, get them clicks, get them likes, and subscribe. Do it now.
From even to even, spend holy days away from the heathen. I need a break, I don't need a reason. I need a script, I don't need your grievance. Keep it to yourself, it's better for my health. Leave it on the shelf, ain't hearing nothing else. Tonight and tonight, knowing the price. Pay it off with my life, till it's out with your lights. Do it all for the Christ, and he ain't playing nice. Knew the end from the start. Fix your face like it's art. The sons of a simp, call him Bart. Yeah, you did your best, played your part. But now it's time to cut you to the heart. Flex on occasion. It's the strangest of the salvation. You see it, believe it, amazing. Them terrorists coming invasion since the creation. War, mine, Lord, bless the general. Greatest nation, eat them unequivocal. Bombs dropping, but it cause it's biblical. Start shit, now it's time to finish you. Whoa.
How you doing, my brother? How you doing? I know you got you heard this your son here? Yeah. What's your name? Trayvon. My name is Jeraham. Now Trayvon, you know Trayvon Martin was one got shot down for having the hoodie on his head? Yeah. Now, nothing came out of that. You know the person that shot him is actually still walking on earth like a free man. Now, you gotta ask yourself, my brother Trayvon, why do you think that when black people get shot down by the cops, and 90% of the time, the cops get acquitted of all charges? Why do you think that happened? Give me that in
well, I'll tell you like this. One is the world is brainwashed.
You say what?
The world is brainwashed. Laws are corrupted.
I like that. He said laws are corrupted. Give me Habakkuk 1:4. I like that. He said, Trayvon said the laws are slack. That's heavy. I'm going to show you what you said is biblical.
Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 4. Therefore, the law is slack.
The law does not benefit the brown and the black and brown people on the earth. That's the so-called African Americans and the Native American Indians. That's those Hispanics over there. Read it again.
Therefore, the law is slack, and judgment does never go forth.
So Trayvon Martin, who got shot down, he didn't receive justice nor judgment.
Bring it out.
The laws are slack. And not just for him. We got Sandra Bland.
Right.
We got Tamir Rice.
Right.
We got Vermont Aubrey. What's that brother from Valdosta? Kendrick Johnson. So you got to imagine, we got a lot of brown faces and black faces that get shot down and get acquitted of all charges.
Bring it out. Floyd got killed by that cop.
Orlando Castile. George Floyd. Read it again.
Therefore, the law is slack.
The laws of the land, not God's laws, the laws of the land is slack. Read on.
And judgment does never go forth.
We never receive just judgment. Now give me Isaiah 30. This is why. Isaiah 30 verse 1 is going to give you the reason why we don't receive justice and why we don't receive judgment in this land. Because it's something that we do by action that'll put offense towards God. Read that for me.
Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Woe to the rebellious children.
He say, woe to us. The rebellious children is this brother right here. Look at this brother. I want you to pay attention to this. Woe to the rebellious children. I want your son to look at this too. These are the rebellious children right here. American blacks, West Indian blacks, Haitians, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Dominicans, Guatemalans, Panamanians, American Indians, Seminole Indians, Colombians, Mexicans, Argentinian, Chile. God said, read it again.
Woe to the rebellious children.
Now that's what the world calls us. But God called us Judah,
That's
Benjamin,
right.
Levi,
That's
Ephraim,
right.
Manasseh, Simeon, Zebulun, Gad, Reuben, Asher, Issachar, Naphtali. I'm saying Simeon right here. That's Zebulun. So God called us those names. But he said, read it again.
Woe to the rebellious children.
Read on.
Saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me.
Wait a minute. You heard that, Trayvon? What he said, what do you mean by you take counsel but not of God? So who do we take counsel from as a nation?
That's when I didn't really get it. Well,
what just passed the first week of November? What just happened the first week of November? What did people do this month? You gotta know. A lot of people went to the polls.
Yeah.
What they did?
I did hear about that.
They did what? When you go to the poll, what do? You vote.
Yeah.
Who you voting for?
The government.
The government. Read it again.
Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me.
So if they don't take counsel from this Bible, which is of God, who do they take counsel from?
They take counsel from the government.
They take counsel from the government. How do they do that? They go vote. They go vote for a mayor in their nearest city, or they go vote for a politician, or they go vote for a senator, or they even vote for the American president of US of A.
Bring it out.
That's what they do. And they go take counsel. They say, we're going to vote this president because they're going to do right by my community. They're taking counsel from the government.
That's right.
Read it again.
Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit.
Now remember, I don't want you to forget the point. Originally we read, Habakkuk say the laws are slack. Judgment never go forth. We named some individuals from our nation that had received justice for being murdered by the system. So now we go in here to Isaiah, he's saying why this is happening. I want you to connect the dots with me, Trayvon. The laws are slack and we don't receive justice because of what? We just read it. Because of what? What do we do though? What are we doing action-wise? Read it again.
Woe to
what? Okay.
Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me.
They take counsel, but not of God. What do?
Take counsel from the government.
They take counsel from the government. That's what's happening. So every time we're looking for justice from the government, God say you're going to keep going back to Habakkuk 1:6, 1:4.
Habakkuk 1 and verse 4.
Keep on happening.
Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous.
The wicked is the government. I'm going to prove that. Drop that. Joe, you know what I want? The wicked does compass the righteous. Meaning they take over, they doing so much wickedness on this earth, they getting away with it. But if we go sick about it, we can't get away. We get locked up for 10 years. Read, because it's something that God gave us and he wanted to follow. Read that for me.
Job chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
That's why the wicked does compass us, because the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. Now, why am I going through this, Trayvon? I'm going to sum it up and come full circle for you. But I want you to understand why we're in the condition that we are in, first and foremost. Because for one, it's because our actions. One action we do, we take counsel of the other nations.
Right.
What else do you think that we do that God is pissed off at us? And he allowed us to be full of prison homes. He allowed us to be last hired, first fired.
You know?
He allowed us to be plagued with disease.
You know?
We black, brown people, we break the charts for HIV, STDs, and syphilis.
Right.
We go to our neighborhoods, we got crack pipes and weed on the ground. We live in condition of like beasts.
Right.
But then you go to the suburbs, they got paved streets. They got palm trees in the middle of their road. It look beautiful. They got trees to block the sun. When you go to the hood, it's oppression.
Right.
It's dark, it's gray, it's violence, it's gang infested. Now, why does that happen to the brown and black person? For one reason, we take counsel of the government. What's another reason?
Another reason is we're not sticking together as people.
I like that, kid, Zephaniah. The brother said one other reason, we don't stick together as a people under one condition. Now, hold up. You heard of the Million Man March?
Was that with?
Farrakhan.
No.
You never heard of it. But back, not too long ago, a few years back, Farrakhan had the Million Man March. He called all black and brown people, let's come together. Like you said, because we're not sticking together, so he attempted to do that.
Was it like that thing during story?
No, it was before that.
That started a big march too.
That did. But what I want you to see, based on your point, we're not sticking together as a people. I'm showing that they attempted to do that during the Million Man March. Look it up. On the Farrakhan tried to call all blacks to come together. But the problem is, nothing came out of that because we all had different ideologies. Read that for me.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed?
That's why the Million Man March didn't work. So I like what you said. We don't come together. but it's a way, and under one umbrella, we must come together. Read that Amos again.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed?
What you think that mean, Trayvon? What you think that mean? Can two walk together except, because I don't want to just keep throwing precepts, I want you to understand. Can two walk together except they agree? Yes or no? Can they walk together if they agree or don't agree?
If they walk together and they agree, yes.
If they don't agree?
If they don't agree, then no.
That's what he's saying. That's what Amos is saying.
Right.
That means people that don't agree with the same ideology or the same belief system, there's no way me and you can work together. Like if I own a business, if I say, I'm starting this business, I want you to be my business partner, but I like to sell certain things that you don't agree with, can we come to business together? No, it ain't gonna work.
Right.
Read it again.
Can two walk together except they be agreed?
Not going back to the middleman march.
He's autistic, so he don't talk. He just likes to move around.
Okay, that's good. Let him move around. We watching him. We got an hour. Y'all make sure I keep an eye on the sun. Don't let him go in the street. Now, he said, can two walk together unless they agree now? Hey, my brother, I don't want you to miss this too. This brother named Trayvon. What's your name, my brother? Rico. My name is Jerry. So what Amos is saying, the reason why black and brown people, we don't unite, because he said that's one of our issues. That's a good point. One of the issues, Rico, is that we do not unite as a people.
Right.
But and I gave him an example. And back in the days, you ever heard of the Middleman March, Rico? Farrakhan attempted to make us walk together. But this why nothing came out of that because of this. Read that again.
Can two walk together except they be agreed?
Nothing came out of Rico. Pay attention, I'm talking to you. We not together. And when Farrakhan attempted to make us come together on the Middleman March, it didn't work because nobody believed in the same ideology. Understand that. Not go get that what I asked earlier. Zephaniah. Read it, listen good.
Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Rico, pay attention, I'm talking to you. He said, gather together. How you doing, brother? What's your name? Oh, what we going over is why black and brown people don't get together. I'm showing you biblically why we don't get together because Trayvon made a good point. He said one of the reasons we are in ghettos, we are crack-infested neighborhoods, we last hire, first fired, we don't get no public politician to defend our cause. Why is that? Read that in Amos again.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed?
You understand that, Bo? Me and you can't get along because we don't believe in the same thing. That's why the Middleman March didn't work, Rico. You paying attention? That's why it didn't work. Trayvon, that's why it didn't work because we had different belief systems. One belief system most of our people get into is Christianity.
Right.
Another belief system our people get into is Islam.
Right.
Another belief system our people get into is Catholicism.
Right.
All these belief systems, none of us gonna ever unite. And guess who put those religions in our minds, in our communities, in our family, our forefathers' minds? Who did that, Bo? Huh? Say it loud, I can't hear you. White man. The white man created religion. He created every religion is man-made by the white man. Now, get that Zephaniah again, read that for me.
Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
We must gather under one umbrella, and that's under these laws, statutes, and commandments. How you doing, my brother? I ain't get your name. Step up, I can't hear you. We ain't gonna fight for your brother. Marcus. I like that question. See, now that's a good question. Rico, I know you're walking away, but he asked a good question. He said, how do you prove that this Bible is man-made? I'm asking you a question, Rico, since you got it run. Based on my brother Marcus. Marcus, your name?
Yeah.
Based on this question, you believe in this Bible?
I believe in
Oh, you believe in the Bible? I know.
Yeah,
I'm
I
asking
believe in
Rico
more than one
because
God,
he's
though.
walking away. You believe in the Bible? What about you, Trayvon? You believe in this Bible?
I believe in some of
Some of it. What about you, Bo? You believe in the Bible? Now, he asked a good question. How you know it's not man-made? Give me Exodus 17 and 14. I'm going to show you what the Bible say concerning what the word and who it comes from. Exodus 17, 14.
Exodus chapter 17 and verse 14. And the Lord said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book.
Why you say write that? Right? What? Right? What? Read it again.
Write this for a memorial in a book.
Now, what book you think you talking about, Marcus? Hold the book up. That's the book right there.
That's right.
God told Moses, write what I'm about to tell you in this book. Because it's something that God understood back in Exodus that we don't understand it again. Give me Matthew 24 and 4. This is why he said do this. Because he understood something. Matthew 24 and 4.
Do you think that the
Hold on, I'm going to get your question. I'm going to deal with Marcus first. I'm coming to you, Trayvon. Read Matthew 24 and 4.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 4. And Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you.
He said, pay attention that no man trick you. Read.
For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ.
He said, many people going to come in the scene and say, I'm Jesus Christ. This is one of them, Caesar Borgia, who is a real person. He impersonated himself as the Christ, Jesus Christ. Read on.
And shall deceive many.
How they deceive? Because anybody who walk around believing this is Jesus, they partaking in what? Festivities on Sunday.
Get out.
I know, but what do people do that worship that on Sunday? They go to church. They go to Christianity, Catholic. They go to Catholicism, Marcus. Pay attention. People who worship that image, they go to church every Sunday.
Get out.
People who worship that image, they partake in any religion that you can think of.
Right.
Read on.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
That's what we hear now will take place in the Middle East. There's war going on. That's evident that this Bible is a true book.
Right.
Now I'm going to prove furthermore that it ain't man-made. Give me that in Peter's private interpretations. I'm going to show you some more where it's, remember, God wrote the word. And he gave it to Moses to give to the children of Israel. We're going to go back to Exodus to further prove that point. But I want to go to Peter's. Well, you know what you got. No, I want your question. Don't go nowhere. I got to get your question. Right. I know somebody going to always pull you from the word, but right now what you read, what you're receiving is better and more precious than you ever going to receive in your life.
That's right.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's high time y'all brothers wake up. You're not going to hear this nowhere else. The Chinese man ain't going to teach you this. The Caucasian man ain't going to teach you this. The Arab man ain't going to teach you this. Even the African man ain't going to teach you this. Because we ain't African. Believe that. We the Israelites. And I know we might think this ain't important. But if it wasn't important, why are they creating laws that's trying to stop us from teaching the Bible? Or why they call us a hate group for teaching the Bible? Because they know it's something there that we don't know as of yet. It's important that we must learn. Read that for me concerning the reading. Now, go still deal with your question. Because you asked how we know it's not man-made. Read that.
2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 20. Knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation.
Nothing that is written in the scripture is in any private interpretation. Meaning, I can't interpret this to give you understanding. The Bible interprets itself.
That's right.
It needs no mate. I don't have to go to another book to prove what the Bible's saying. The Bible proves itself. Here's the proof. He said, read it again.
Knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation.
Now, I'm going to give you a prophecy, Marcus, and you tell me if that happened historically. Give me Deuteronomy 28:68. I'm going to show you a prophecy right now, Marcus. He said, Peter said, both, pay attention. Peter said, no prophecy of any private interpretation. Now, I'm going to read something in the Bible that was written thousands of years before it ever came to pass. You tell me if that happened and who is happening to. Deuteronomy 28, verse 68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Egypt is synonymous for bondage. Because if you know historically what happened to us in Egypt and Africa, we was under Pharaoh in there as slaves. You know that history, Marcus? Do you know about the pyramids? The pyramids, remember I said the pyramid was what color people on the walls? Egyptian. What color were they? Black. You agree? You agree, Bo? Now, they had other people in servitude under the Egyptian, which was what color, Quay? Black. You believe in that, Marcus? Brown, black. So, in other words, they call the black people selling black people. Now, during the time when we was in Egypt, our people was those black people in slavery. Right. Believe it or not. You believe? I know, Trayvon, you know that. But just for Bo and Marcus and my man Quay, we was the ones in servitude. Now read that in Exodus.
Exodus chapter 11 and verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord doth put a difference.
The Lord put a difference
between the
Egyptians, the black Africans,
and Israel.
And what?
And Israel.
And the so-called African American. black nation. Because we the Israelites, brother, believe it or not. We the 12 tribes of Israel. We the ones that come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, King David, King Solomon. That's who we descend from. We don't descend from Mizraim, Put, Pharaoh, Nefertiti. We don't descend from them. Give me the Bible, Zondervan. Give me the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, real quick. Sammy Cabal, give me that for me. Get that book for me. Yeah, give me Ham on that. Open Ham on that real quick. I'm gonna show you is a difference. Read it again while we get that.
Against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue.
God say not even a dog could talk against these 12 tribes of Israel. So if a dog can't talk against us, rest assured man can't talk against us.
That's right.
Read on.
Against man or beast.
That's why he said either man or beast can't talk against his people, the 12 tribes of Israel. That's you black man right here. Read on.
That ye may know.
That you may know.
How that the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians,
between them Africans,
and Israel.
And those so-called African Americans.
That's right.
Now I'm gonna read. Now this is the Bible. Now I'm proving what my man Marcus asked. How we know this not man-made? I'm gonna show you the scholars understand the difference. This is not our book. This the white man wrote this. A scholar wrote this. What the title of this book?
The Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Ham.
Now we going to the what page?
Page 213.
We're giving you definition of Ham.
The youngest son of Noah. Born probably about 96 years before the flood.
This was a long time ago. This was before the flood, before God flooded the whole earth during the time of Noah. Read.
And one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor.
Hold on, Marcus, I'm coming to you. I know you're getting distracted, but this you asked the question. I'm giving you your answer. Don't let him distract you. He's not Ham. We give you a definition of Ham. Remember I said, is Africans and African Americans the same people? Okay, I'm glad you paid attention. Now, read it again, Ham.
Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood.
Read on.
He became the progenitor.
Progenitor, Quay. What did it mean, progenitor? What do you think progenitor mean, Marcus? Progenitor, I like that. What do you think, Trayvon? You agree with that? What about you, Bo? I'm gonna give you a simpler word. He became the father.
Right.
He became the father. Read it again, that word.
He became the progenitor.
He became the father
of the dark races.
Now wait a minute, he came to we dark races now. Maybe he's our father. Let's see. Read.
Not the Negro.
What?
Not the Negro.
The white man understands something we don't understand today.
That's right.
The white man understands the African man who come from Ham. He's the father of the dark races, but not the so-called African Americans who they call Negroes.
Right.
So who he the father of? Read.
But the Egyptian.
He the father of the Egyptians. That's Pharaoh in them.
The Ethiopian.
The Ethiopian is a Cushite. That's what's that dude that like the Haile Selassie in them? That's the Ethiopians. He became the father of them. Libyans. That's in Libya you see today over there when they under Gaddafi in them in that area. Read.
And Canaanites.
And Canaanites goes into Africans. But he ain't so who? So that's her. So who's our father? If Ham ain't our father and we ain't the Africans, now read Exodus 11:7 again.
But in Exodus chapter 11 and verse 7.
This is why the white man wrote that in the white book. Because he understood something in the Bible that we don't understand today that's true. Read it again.
But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
Now, go back to Deuteronomy 28:68. I'm going to close out with your question. I'm going to give my man Trayvon a question. Because you said how we know the man ain't create this book. I showed you, based on biblically, there's no private interpretation in this Bible. And how do we know? I went to a prophecy to show you what happened historically to the children of Israel, and you tell me if that happened historically or not. Go back to Deuteronomy 28:68 now.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So now when we was in Egypt, Quavo, what was doing? Quavo. When we was in Egypt, our people was in Egypt. Were we flourishing? What condition we was in? What kind of condition we was in, Bo? Yeah, when we was in Egypt, what kind of condition we was in?
You talking about when the slavery was going on?
We was in slavery. We was in slavery. I'm going to close this out before you go. Hold on. I'm going to read this verse. It's almost done. Read it again from the top.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now, who you know historically went to slavery by way of cargo slave ships.
The Jewish people, the real Jewish people, which is us.
I like that. What you say, Quay? We did. What you say, Marcus? Who went to slavery by way of slave ships?
Jewish people.
The Indians and the Europeans.
Europeans? You agree with the European thing, bro?
Over land? What you mean, like over land? They keep the land, like...
Who was shipped from Africa?
Oh, us.
Okay.
Yeah, us.
There ain't no European, wasn't no slave boats.
No.
What I'm showing you biblically, prophetically, it was already written before it happened.
Right.
We're reading the book of Deuteronomy, one of the first 5 books in the Bible.
Right.
Slavery didn't happen back then, especially not on no boats. That happened in 1619.
That's right.
The transatlantic slave trade.
Right.
When the African man and the Arab man rounded our people up in Africa and sold us to the white man. That's biblical, brother.
Right.
Read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
God said, because we broke his laws, I'm going to send you back in Egypt. Because in Egypt, what kind of condition we was in, Trayvon? We was in bad, we was slaves. He said, I'm going to put you in that Egypt. But are we in Egypt today?
Nope.
So where we at now?
America.
America is spiritually Egypt.
Right.
Here's the proof, because in Egypt they did sodomy.
This is Babylon.
This is Babylon. Now, it wasn't ancient Babylon, but now we in current Babylon, US of A, America.
And that's only because of what they did back in the days.
They doing the same thing. The white man copied the Africans and doing the same thing to us today. The Africans celebrate Nimrod, which is Christmas. We celebrate Christmas today.
Right.
The Africans celebrated Thanksgiving.
Right. 4th of July.
All these pagan customs, idolatry, worshiping other gods, the sun god, which we worship today. We celebrate on Sunday, Christianity. That's where Nimrod comes from. Get Genesis 10. I'm gonna show you some more. But before we get there, based on what we just read on us going to slavery, because I know you gotta go and vote. I'm gonna ask y'all just 2 questions. Based on that, we went on slavery by what form of transportation, Quay? Boat. Now, that's written in the Bible. We just read it, right? You heard it. That didn't happen until 1619.
So, predestined.
That's called prophecy.
That's right.
That's proving Marcus' question when he asked how we know this not written by a white man.
Right.
Peter said there's no private interpretation by this prophecy.
Right.
How do we know? Because we can read prophetically something that happened back then that took place in actuality.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family.